Can introverts learn a foreign language as easily as extroverts? In this video, I will uncover the surprising challenges and hidden advantages that introverts can face. And of course, I will share with you tips how to master a foreign language as an introvert. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Monvie. So let's get started. Are introverts at a disadvantage? Since learning a language is different for everyone, I don't think that introverts learn languages slower than extroverts, as there are plenty of extroverts who are not afraid to talk to natives, but they do absolutely nothing, and as a result, will they become fluent in this language? No, because there is no action. For example, if your goal is just to understand movies, no matter who are you, whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, you will achieve that goal in any case. Nowadays, it's even not that necessary to go outside and talk to people to become fluent in a language. There is an AI, of course, it's far from real-life conversations, but it can be a great start and choice for introverts. And I say start because whether you want that or not, but you need to talk to people if your goal requires communication. But you can start differently. You can start from easier steps, and then move to real life talks. But about this, I will share with you later. Also, there is such thing as group conversations in your target language. For instance, you can feel absolutely okay talking to one person, even in real life. But in a group, you feel less confident. You're trying to stay silent because you're not that comfortable in that situation. And that's not a problem at all. As for me, I also don't like to talk to groups of people in voice chats. I prefer private ones more, and I'm still making progress. So I don't think that it can really be considered as a problem because you can improve your language even with one person. And it's even better because you talk the equal amount of time. But when you are in a group, you're just sitting and listening to all other done people. You're not improving your speaking skills. One more thing is shyness. And yeah, it can be a real barrier when you go abroad. You don't want to talk to other people. Perhaps you want, but you just can't because you're not confident, or you need to ask for help and you can't do that even though you are fluent in this language. Of course, I know that it's not easy. If I say to you now that, just stop freaking out, that's okay, because that's not easy, as I said. You can't just stop doing that right now because you're used to that. So now you need plenty of time to get rid of this habit and to become comfortable in such situation. You need to understand that natives don't care about your language accuracy. Whether you made a mistake in grammar or vocabulary in your pronunciation, they will not notice that. At least they will not mention that, as people are so focused on their lives and problems that they don't care about anything else. The only person who cares about your mistakes is you. And you need to be less harsh on yourself because you are amazing. You're learning a foreign language. Not everyone can do that. So you need to be proud of yourself, not to blame yourself for each mistake that you made. Just work on that and move on. Do introverts have hidden advantages? Many people assume extroverts are better at language learning just because they are more social and they enjoy talking. But introverts actually have some unique strength that can make them great at mastering a foreign language. They are amazing listeners, which help them to catch accents, pronunciation, to learn new words easily, because they just notice all of this. They pay attention to that. Introverts are also more likely to spend more time on studying on their own, which helps them to focus deeply on that task because no one distracts them, while extroverts mostly improve their speaking skills and their fluency introverts are more focused on consuming information, so it's not about being outgoing or reserved. It's about using your strength effectively. But also, for sure, there is a disadvantage. Introverts can sometimes focus too much on perfection when learning a language, that they can overthink everything right before speaking, like grammar usage, vocabulary, their pronunciation. They can't be focused on the conversation because they need to prepare a flawless response. Of course, it's good that you pay attention to details, but it can really backfire you when it comes to communication. So you need to remind yourself that making mistakes, it's absolutely fine. The more you make mistakes and work on them afterwards, the more you improve. Is the introvert's world unfair? To be frank, it's true that most of the language courses, they fit more to extroverted learners because they are focused on group activities, speaking, and interactive tasks, which feels absolutely fine for extroverts. However, for most of the introverts, that's not that comfortable. They prefer more calm learning methods. For example, listening or reading, learning something, but definitely not talking to someone all the time. And that's actually a reason why introverts don't want to learn foreign languages, because they feel this pressure on language courses. They need to speak all the time, a lot, to take part in group activities, but it is not for them. And it's not a problem at all. It's just a matter of right learning approach. But there are plenty of methods how introverts can learn foreign languages, can become fluent without all this pressure. It's absolutely possible. You just need to find what's yours and what do you feel comfortable with. Practical tips. Now let's talk about a comfortable studying routine that can work for you as an introvert. Practice speaking in a safe space. If you need a language for communication, you need to speak. Like in any case, you can't avoid that. That's why I advise you to start talking to yourself. Just choose any topic and discuss it. By this, you will get used to your voice. Overall, you will get used to speaking in this language. After this, you can go to exchange websites or different language apps and find language partners to talk to. You can start from chatting and then move to voice chat and really to talk to this person. All these stages are important to get used to this and make talking to other people in real life a normal thing without freaking out each time when you meet a person and you're just frozen because you don't know what to reply, even though you're fluent in this language. With practice, you'll be able to talk confidently to other people. But of course, sometimes you will have moments when you will doubt your language skills because it's not your native language, like it's a foreign one and you learned it from scratch. So, start pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, step by step. Prepare before speaking. If you're worried too much and you don't know what to talk about, especially if it's a stranger, so just prepare in advance. I always do that, even till nowadays, because I'm always trying to be prepared. So your task is to come up with topics that you can discuss with a person, and then you can even write down the questions. Of course, like not on the paper. I usually do that in my notes on my phone. For example, ChatGPT can really help you with that. And I recommend to prepare answers to your questions as well, because this person can ask you this question in return. And if you think that it would be like an interview, for most of the people it will not work, because some of the people even were saying to me that, oh, you know what, I feel like I'm on the interview because you ask me questions and I don't have any opportunity to ask you something. So give this opportunity, but prepare answers to some of the questions in order not to know like person asked you in return and now you don't know what to answer because you're planning that you would not answer at all. Record yourself. When you speak with yourself or you read something aloud, record yourself. And by this, you will not need any other person to correct your mistakes. You can do that on your own. And plus, in time, you'll be able to compare your old records to your new ones. Of course, you can effectively analyze where do you have mistakes only when you know that it's a mistake. That's why you need to consume plenty of content in this language, listen to it a lot, and read. And in time, you will start noticing certain patterns, and it will be just normal for you. You will know that that's the correct way, even if you don't know how to explain that. And of course, don't forget actually to learn this language, like new words, new grammar. Don't stop just on consumption. Take advantage of solo studying. Actually, solo studying can be even more effective than group ones because you're focused on your task and no one distracts you. You pay your full attention to that one task. Use all these tools that you can do on your own. Watch videos, movies, listen to podcasts, music, learn new grammar and words, journal, etc. Speaking with others is just an additional thing for your fluency, but it's not the only one. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in my next videos. Bye!